Hello. In this example, we want to find a function f defined by a polynomial of degree 3 that satisfies the given conditions. A says zeros of -1, 2, and 4, and it also tells us that f of 1 equals 3. Now, here's the thing. With a here, it's telling us the zeros. So that means that your function can be written as the -1 means a factor of x plus 1. The 2 means a factor of x minus 2, and the 4 means a factor of x minus 4. Now the question becomes, why did we have f of 1 equals 3? Because there's one thing we haven't considered. There can be a leading coefficient here. So the f of 1 equals 3 is what allows us to find out what that leading coefficient is or might be. Now notice that the function at 1 equals 3. So over here the y value is going to be 3. So 3 is equal to the a times whatever we get here by plugging in 1 for x. So that's 1 plus 1 here, 1 minus 2 here, and 1 minus 4 here. Now notice that this is 2, -1, and -3, and we're just multiplying these together. So that's going to give me 3 is equal to 2 times -1 is -2 times -3 is 6. So effectively it's just the equation 3 equals 6a. Divide by 6, so a is a half. So that means that we have the function f of x is equal to 1/2 x plus 1 times x minus 2 times x minus 4. And this is the function with zeros of -1, 2, and 4, and it specifically goes through the point f of 1 equals 3. Now B says -2 is a zero of multiplicity 3. What that means is -2 is used as a zero 3 times. So there's a couple of different ways that we can look at this. So think of it this way. If -2 is a zero, the factor that goes with it is x plus 2. But we have to do this 3 times, so it's x plus 2 times x plus 2 times x plus 2. And again, we have that leading coefficient possibility. But notice x plus 2 times x plus 2 times x plus 2 is just x plus 2 cubed. Effectively, what this should tell you is that the exponent for a factor tells you the multiplicity of that factor, or in this case, the zero. So f of -1 equals 4, so replace the x's with -1, the y value with 4, which means 4 is equal to a times -1 plus 2 cubed. Now, it's -1 plus 2, which is 1. 1 cubed is 1, so that's just 4 is equal to a. Fantastic. So that means that f of x is equal to 4 times x plus 2 cubed. Fantastic. Just to check this to make absolutely certain that we did this right, I'm going to plug in the -1 here. -1 plus 2 is 1. 1 cubed is 1 times 4 is 4. Fantastic. That's exactly what we wanted. So this is, in fact, the function. Alrighty, well, one of the biggest takeaways from this, other than just how to do this question, is remember that multiplicity is usually expressed whenever it's fully factored as the exponent of that factor. Alrighty, well, have fun. I'll see you next time.